teaching English, of course, in one of English course in North Mall.
Welcome. And for those who may be new here, and I'm also one of the teacher. It's Externate. You may check the Instagram. And maybe I wanna take a little bit of time as the background story.
Yeah.
Okay, the background story of me making this video is that because I just recently finished my online course. It's online course for like 8 weeks duration. Yeah, and it's free and everyone can join it. As we were started the course and as we end the course, we were also like keep reminded by our instructor to do the cascading new knowledge. It's like we share the knowledge we have gained through the course. That is why I'm making this video. So this video is for cascading new knowledge activity. And my instructor's name is Michael Griffin, but I call him Mike. Hi Mike, if you watch this. I will of course send this video to you so that you may see this cascading activity I'm doing. And also I would like to say special thanks that goes to Astri Mardila Ramdi. The online course is from the American English AEE Teachers Program, and it is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State with funding provided by the U.S. government and administered by FHI 360. And the topic that I was taking is integrating critical thinking skills into the exploration of culture in an English as foreign language setting. Yeah, so everyone can join it, and there are two ways you can join. First, you can apply directly personally to the website, and secondly, you are being nominated. And in my case, I was being nominated by my friend named Dila. And the only difference whether you apply it personally or you are being nominated is that when you are being nominated, you will get the instructor, yeah, that will give you comment and then give any feedback through the course. While when you apply directly personally to the website, you will gain the module, you will gain the knowledge, everything, the course, but you will not get the instructor. Only that the difference. Okay, for those who are curious and have interest in that, I will put the Facebook and the website. I'm planning to make this video into 8 episodes. So I'm inviting 8 teachers. Very first episode, here I have Hafid.
Yeah.
I already shared the module with you, right?
Alright.
And have you like scanning reading about it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you might already have some thoughts about it, right? Introduction to culture. Yeah. Have you ever heard culture?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And I was coming from the faculty of culture, so yeah, that's pretty
Familiar.
Really familiar. Yeah, but you are from the faculty of education, yeah. English teacher training,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, your teachers training because there are not only English teachers, but also others. Yeah. What do you think about culture?
Culture.
Wait.
No.
I will post the video and you who watch can think about it also. I will give you like 10 seconds to think about it and give your own opinion about it. Okay, now we will be discussing about the definition of culture.
Nice.
Here. What about you? What do you think about culture?
Alright, so for me, culture is our habit that we use, that we always do in repetition. That example, like one activity that we always do it every day, every time that it's become our habit, that it's also become our culture.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking the culture was like, maybe just a little bit similar with you, like something we do that come from generation to generation, keep repetitive, something like that. Now we will provide you the definition from an anthropologist. First of all, the copyright, I will, everything here, every material here, copyrighted coming from the course. Okay. There is an anthropologist. His name is John H. Bodley. Is it Bodley or Bodley?
Bodley.
Yeah, Bodley.
Yeah.
And he defines culture as what people think, make, and do. In 1994, he defines the culture. Yeah. So that's pretty simple, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we here define something as complex as possible, but the expert explain it in like this really simplest way possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if the expert, I believe they have already the research,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. John H. Butley, to define what culture really is. And then, you know, after that, in 2014,
Yeah.
it's quite new, yeah, recently.
Yeah.
There is also an expert. His name is Frank. He was delivering the idea, the concept of 3P.
3P.
Yeah, the 3P model of culture. The 3P model consists of perspectives, and then practices, and then the products.
Products.
Perspectives,
Yeah, perspective, products.
practices,
Practice and
and
product.
products.
Yeah.
Perspective is, what do you think about perspective?
When they see something, it means they have already, let's say, their own mindset to, let's say, to determine or to know about the cities, right?
Yeah. Here, delivered by the Frank,
Yeah.
it consists of think, feel,
Yeah.
and value. What they think, what
Yeah.
they believe about something.
Yeah, what they feel.
It's always, you know, in each culture have its own difference, right? Different perspectives.
Yeah.
Also, we have here practices.
Practices.
Practices here, Frank define as traditions and
Yeah.
behavior. Yes, practice is what we do, right?
Yeah. We are in North Maluku. Yes, we are in North Maluku. We have said is how to say adat seatorang is
Yeah, adat
our
seatorang.
language, right? So it means we need to say greetings when we pass to in front of the people.
Elder people.
Yeah, elder people especially that
Especially.
are elder than we are. So we just pass directly without saying anything. So where the people in North Maluku will say, "Oh, you are unrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people will
You are not polite, yeah, or something like that."
it may consider rude.
Yeah, rude.
And now the last one, products. Products here, Frank define as categorize products into like food, like clothing, music, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, if you think about it, the culture is around us. Culture is everything.
Yeah, because
Food we eat,
Yeah.
clothes we wear.
the clothes. I mean, like they say it right. Culture is a part of our life.
Yeah.
Example, some people feel comfortable with t-shirt only. Some people feel comfortable with a shirt and jacket, or that's their habit. That's their
Culture.
Yeah, their culture.
And everybody has their own taste in, you know, in food,
Yeah.
in clothes, in literature.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything is actually can be categorized as culture.
Yeah.
Everything around us. Yeah. And why we are talking about culture?
Yeah.
It is actually English teaching,
Yeah.
English as foreign language setting classrooms, but we're talking about culture. Okay, do you know that the English basic, there are 4 English basic,
Yeah.
you know, listening,
Listening.
reading and speaking,
Right.
and writing. But do you know there is one fun fact, this is amazing, that there is the 5th,
Oh yeah.
the 5th scale, and it has been this information has been spread out a lot in the world, but I think it's not really familiar in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, we in Indonesia we still focusing on those 4 skills, but there is actually the 5th scale, and the 5th scale is culture.
Culture.
Yeah. Before I joined the course, I don't have any idea about this, but when I get to know it, I feel like, wow, I'm surprised actually. Like culture has so many, I mean, like has a really big impact, and so like many connection with the teaching word, you know, yeah, English teaching word
Yeah.
especially. So people there in other part of Indonesia, in other countries,
Yeah,
like
in other countries.
yeah, they already included culture as the major point in the English teaching classes. Yeah, that's the difference. That's what we need to learn. That's what we need to implement. Because that way, the teacher or the learners not only talking about as the grammar, but also have another, like another approaches by inserting the culture values in it. So when we learn about a new language, we also learn about the new culture. Actually,
Yeah.
that way the student can learn the language a little bit better. Do you think that we in Indonesia, or international lah, in normal, we already doing something like that? That English not as the way as English it is. English not only as grammar but also there is culture in it. Do you think? So
Okay.
in your experience,
Yeah, in my experience, I think we only know English as those four skills, right?
Yeah, those four
So when I was a university student,
Yeah.
university student, so I got. It means when we learn a language, it means we have to learn the cultures. Grammar, example like English grammar is really related with the culture. All those skills, not only English grammar. So,
Yeah.
all those skills. When we want to translate bahasa Indonesia to English, we got, let's say, wrongly translation because we follow Indonesian structure. It means we follow what that we have in Indonesia. Example, when we say Indonesia, kaki saya patah, right? Kaki saya patah, but we cannot translate into English. My leg is broken. Yes, it means they never said my leg is broken. They will say I broke my leg. If it is in Indonesia, we translate it, it's become saya merusakkan kaki saya atau saya mematahkan kaki saya. It's
Yeah.
in Indonesia, but
Totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different. Say when you want to learn language, especially English, all languages, not only English, but we have to learn their culture first. Example, this word we need to use in what part?
yeah,
Yes, example.
what situation?
Yeah, in what situation? There are a lot.
Japanese,
Yeah,
Korean,
Japanese, Arabic,
any other foreign
Yeah.
language.
all foreign languages. We need to know their culture, so it's easy for us when we, let's say, deliver our speaking to or write our English, let's say our English story or our speaking in English. So that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know why the English classes, the teachers and also the students need to
Yeah.
learn culture? Is that because there is something really unique here. The point, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the English teacher, has responsible to make the students ready to
Alright.
face the real world.
Yeah.
And to face the real world, there will be a lot of differences, right?
Yeah.
So in order to face the a lot of differences, the students need something called intercultural competence. Yeah, intercultural competence. Have you familiar with the intercultural competence? I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah.
So intercultural competence here basically is the skill
Yeah.
that someone acquire to be ready to put themselves into the real world. Like they can see the difference, but they can also accept the difference.
Yeah.
And like respect the difference. That's the whole point of intercultural difference. Intercultural competence. Yeah, because if someone's as let's say someone doesn't have this intercultural competence, they will like they tend to be easily falling into stereotyping.
Yeah.
Stereotyping is really dangerous. Stereotyping is like overgeneralizing.
Yeah, and then
like this
Right.
group A are famous for doing something bad.
Yeah.
This group B is always good, but we don't know personally because individual in one group not always like follow the big
Yeah.
the big goals in that particular group, right? So you stereotype someone based on the group they are coming from, which is wrong because not everyone do it. Like, oh, Indonesian people is really famous for blah 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 blah. American people really famous for blah 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 blah. That's called stereotyping.
Yeah.
That's called over generalizing. That's why people see someone as simple as too simple. But here with the intercultural competence, we see people with complexity. Everyone is complex. Everyone is not that simple. Everyone is not following their own big goal. Like everyone has their own right to do something. Everyone has their own value, have their own perspective, to whatever it is. So yeah, we have this intercultural competence in order to protect us, to avoid us from any stereotyping activity. Yeah, that's basically why we need to insert the cultural value here, and also the cultural competence to the students. And I think actually, not only the teacher and the student, but everyone,
of course.
everyone should have these skills of the cultural competence. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Because not only, let's say, because one person in the group make a mistake, and then we generalize that all that group is not good. Yes, but we have to see each other. We have to see the other personality in the group, right? So it's really important. Example, my experience, my experience when, let's say, when I went to Japan at the time. Yes, my experience, and then I was really shocked that in my mind, let's say, in my mind, Japan is, let's say, is not a good country. Yes, in my mind, the first time before I went there. But
You thought it's not a good country?
the first one. Example, I read in the news, yes, that in Japan that's a really, how to say, when they are work, they need to work
Extra hard.
extra hard until sometimes they sleep in the
office.
in the office and etc. But when I went there, yes, Japan is one of the safe country in the world, and then Japan is one of the disciplined country in the world. I was really shocked. Yes, when I walked with my friend, really at midnight. It's about 12 o'clock at midnight.
Really?
Yeah, because it's really safe. So we just want to buy something at a time. Then we saw there was one girl, yes, walk and then wait for the traffic light, yes, and then there, yes, with the traffic light, it's, let's say, no car, no other transportation, no person, only her. But because of the traffic light was red, so she was waiting the traffic light until green. And then I and my friend said, really? Is it no transportation and no other, let's say, cars or something like that? And
Discipline level is another level, yeah?
yeah, another level is totally different than at Indonesia. It means we need to learn, because if it is in my department, we have English for specific purposes. It means we have to learn from each country. When I was in university, I got that subject, and then we are talking about culture in all the words. I mean, different countries, different cultures. Yes, this in Indonesia example. When we eat a noodle, right? When we are slurp, like,
Yeah.
right? That's slurp, and other people will say that we are unpolite,
Yeah.
especially in public.
Because
yes.
we make noises.
Like that.
The slurping sounds.
Slurp sound, right?
Disturbing.
Yeah, and then people will see us weird. But if it is in Japan, when we do that, it means the chef will, let's say,
Feel
good and feel proud that
Satisfied.
that my food they like.
Yeah, I've ever heard something
Yeah.
like that.
So we need to.
You were mentioning about the classes you got in when you were in university. Now I remember one class I also joined when I was in university. It's called I guess it's also happening with you. The class is called cross-cultural.
Oh yeah. Cross cultural.
That is one of the class that I was really excited about.
Alright.
Because it's, we discuss about so many differences,
Yeah.
I mean, the potential of we get the shock of the sudden difference, which is called culture shock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
culture
culture
shock.
shock.
Yeah, culture shock.
Yeah, that was a really one of my favorite back in university. Yeah, cross cultural.
Understand.
I guess it has something to do with this. Quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. Introduce ourselves as a cultural being. I mean, for regular introduction, we just say like, my name is blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm from blah blah blah. I'm doing blah blah blah. But here, we introduce ourselves as a cultural being.
Yeah.
Meaning here that everyone has their own cultural background. Meaning everyone is different. Cultural. The example is that people from this country is culturally different with the other country. People from this specific city or town, specific region is different, or specific religion,
Yeah.
it is different. So that's the point of cultural being. Everyone is a cultural being by themselves. Okay. Now I'm also going to be talking about culture as a dynamic process. Do you know that culture is ongoing process? Like culture is never static because humans keep making new things,
Yeah.
making new activity,
Yeah.
new practices, new products. So
Yeah.
culture is actually very dynamic. It's ongoing process and never ends. Yeah, that's actually what culture really about. And then we also have culture in class. Okay, yeah, we will discuss about it. Okay. My class consists of 20 students. We are high school students, second grade. And then in class we used to use supporting tools like projector,
Okay.
and then the audio for the listening, and then the books of course for the material, the module. And we also have the culture in classroom. This assignment, I got so many revision from Mike. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Mike keep giving feedback like I might be already fulfill the other questions, but for especially the culture, I keep making mistakes. I'm so sorry. And Mike said that the example of culture value in the classroom is like here. There is more to language than the grammar, and in this class we bring the word to you. That is actually more or less what the cultural value in class about. What about your class? Can you explain about your class?
Okay. So, if in my class, because I taught 4 levels in my class,
Oh,
right?
4 levels.
It's from. I have 4 class, and then all that class is different level. It's from
Elementary?
Yeah, from primary school, primary students, and then I have a junior high school student,
Okay.
and then also I have a senior high school student, and then let's say university or adult students.
You also teach university student.
Yeah, of course. So when I teach primary students, it means I need to be like them. Yes, it means I cannot too serious with them.
Yeah.
As example, I need to sometimes let's say
Throw some jokes.
not really.
Not
Yes,
really.
depend on their age. Yeah, so I have to know what they want. Yes, and then I need to let's say control them. Yes, especially primary student is the important one is how to control them because they are not naughty but they are really active. Yeah.
I also have experience of
Yeah.
teaching with primary
Yeah.
students. They are
Yeah.
they are really nosy.
Yeah.
But they are good students.
Yeah,
I mean,
good student.
They will listen sometimes. But yeah, they are really nosy. But what about next? What about the middle school one?
For my middle school one, yeah, it's let's say because it's middle, so sometimes like primary, so sometimes also serious. Not too serious, yeah, not too serious. But if it is coming to university and then university or adult class and then senior high school students, of course, we focus on the topic, but sometimes also making joke, yes, because the students will feel bored if you always let's say tense in the class. Okay, only write 15 minutes. Yes, hurry up.
Super serious, super strict.
Yeah, it means it is, let's say, it's conventional teacher.
Yeah.
Right? It's conventional teacher. We should be, let's say, a modern teacher.
Yeah, more easygoing.
Yeah, easygoing, but how make student respect to you,
Yeah.
and not how make student afraid of you. It's totally different.
Yeah, being afraid and being respectful is
Yeah, it's totally different. It's better. Like first one when I'm teaching my primary, yes, my primary, the first that I got my primary student, I was really, let's say, busy of them because they're really, let's say, yeah, like you said before, really active in the class and then like to talk, yes, never stop, never, let's say, never only stand up nicely, but
so you think the harder one is teaching primary than middle school?
of course, yes.
It's different with me because I have experience teaching middle school, junior
Okay.
high school. I think that is the most problematic
Okay.
level of all. I mean, for me personally,
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot teach middle school. I'm so sorry, middle school students. I mean, like they are so, I don't know. I cannot explain them. They're really
So logical.
no, because they're in the middle, right?
All right.
They're from the primary and they're going to the high school,
Yeah, yeah.
so you're in the middle. So there are so many things going on, so I cannot control it. It's so uncontrollable. I
Oh.
have experience teaching middle school students,
Yeah.
and I got headache. You know, I mean, I prefer the nosy,
Noisy class.
nosy primary student.
For me, it means, for me, it is, if, I mean, how younger they are, it means it's the more difficult that we teach. Let's say we have to find our way. The first one, we have to learn their characters. Yes. So when all those students, we have to know, I need to do this one in the class because if I do this one, some student will not will not like really interested with my, let's say, my teaching, etc.
I forgot one question.
Yeah.
It's about motto. Do you have motto in class? I believe every teacher have motto. In our class, in my class,
Okay.
the motto is that it's okay to make mistakes
Okay.
and opinions are never wrong. What about you? What about yours?
I always say to my student that understanding is number one. Yes, understanding is number one. So when you write, let's say, my material, the one that I have already written down on the whiteboard, yes, make it sure all of you write down is you understand it. Yes, it means do not write down the things that you don't understand. Know how to write, so that's why in my class I never say when I'm writing. I only ask my student, pay attention to me first. Pay attention what I'm explaining to you. So let's say do not write first. So it means you have to understand well
Yeah.
it first, and then you can write as your understanding. Right? But if you don't understand, I say to my student, if you haven't understand what I'm writing here, it means you need to ask me first. Do not write if you don't understand.
It's a good motto. Very good motto. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because students tend to like have their notebooks full with
Yeah.
their writing, but they don't even understand that.
Yeah.
I think that's all what we have to cover in this very first episode. And for the next episode, I am inviting you. For those who watch this, you can comment down below or you can DM me on Instagram if you want to discuss
Okay.
this topic, because there are gonna be 8 episodes, so I'm gonna need like 8 teachers. And also I'm going to again promoting the program.
Okay.
If you those the teachers that you're interested, you can apply, and this is completely free and it's online based, so we can do it whenever, wherever we are, as long as we have the equipment, like the computer, the laptops, and the internet. And there are so many assignments you need to do. There are so many writing tasks you need to. Yeah, we write a lot, and we discuss things with our classroom, with our classmates.
Okay.
And the classmates here are from all around the world.
Oh, it's online, right?
Yeah, because it's online, so it's all around the world. We have so many other teacher friends, teacher colleagues from other part of the world, other countries. It's amazing. We have discussion, online discussion, And yeah, that's really great. Also, I would like to say thank you for my instructor, Michael Griffin. Mike, thank you very much for the 8 weeks duration. I think that's too short. I wish it's something more than that. Yeah, thank you, Mike, for being really supportive throughout the course. Also, thank you very much for having as the guest for the very first episode. Yeah, and see you on the next episode in this series. Yeah. This is gonna be the series. So, thank you for watching and
Bye,
bye
for
for
now.
now.